Alright, the game that we're going to be playing today is called One Finger Death Punch, and I apologize in advance for the audio quality. Due to the circumstances, I'm forced to record using a pair of Apple earbud headphones, the microphone built into those. It's not actually the worst in the world compared to like the laptop microphone, but it's obviously not professional quality, so bear with me on that. I'll do my best to edit it in post, as they say. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Polaroid. And when I say a shout out, I mean a what the hell, because I just spent a pretty good chunk of time before doing this video trying to figure out how to get the mic on the Polaroid headphones to work with the iPhone, and it didn't. That's why I'm using the Apple earbuds. But the reason that's frustrating, and I say what the hell, is because very clearly on the box it says that the Polaroid headphones work with the iPhone, so you would assume that the microphone built into them would work as well, because that's the whole reason I bought them. Of course, I bought them a few months ago and hadn't tried the microphone till now, but I think that's kind of stupid. But anyway, let's move into the game, which is One Finger Death Punch.
Fight using only the left and right mouse buttons. When you fight, your cursor can be anywhere on the.
So as that old man was just saying, you just use the right and left mouse buttons to play this game. It's very simplistic. Now, I just have a problem using the keyboard or my mouse to play any game, so I'm going to be playing with a gamepad. I used Xpadder. It's a great program. I used Xpadder to map the buttons, so instead of pressing the right and left mouse in this game, I'm going to be pressing two buttons on the controller. They're kind of arranged the same way a Nintendo controller is. They're diagonal from each other. Another way that I'm playing it sometimes is there's two joysticks. It looks a lot like a PlayStation 2 controller, and I've also set it up so that I can click left or right with the joystick. I can move the joystick left or move the joystick right, but that will all make a lot more sense in a second. But I do still need to move the mouse to get it over here. That's the only time I'm going to use the mouse, when I'm navigating the menus. So I'll click play. And I've already played some of the levels. I played through it twice. I played through it once just to see what the game was like. I played through it a second time as I was trying to get my video recording software working, except I had it set to streaming, not record. So this will be my third time, so I'm a little better at it than you might be your first time. And you'll notice there's two game modes. You can only choose levels to start. You have to advance through the levels to be able to open the survival game mode. And it's kind of like a Mario board, or a Super Mario Bros. 3 board, I should say, in that you can move to different spaces for the different levels, but you have to clear one space before you can move on to the next. I'm going to start at the very beginning, which is a tutorial level, just to really give you an idea of what this game is about and show you the progression. And the one thing about using the mouse and a controller is a lot of times I will need to click on something with the mouse. I'll have to move the mouse over here, and then I'll have to quickly pick the controller back up, but I can easily avoid that by moving the cursor and then clicking the button on the controller. I'm going to move the mouse out of the way.
Round one. You cannot move in this game. Wait for enemies to enter the zone.
So see, I have to move the cursor over here, but I don't have to click the mouse. I can just click one of my gamepad buttons. It's really easy.
As they enter the zone, notice how the gray enemies take one hit.
These are just the standard thug enemies that are really easy to beat, and the game's easy. If you want to hit someone over here, you would hit the left mouse button. If you want to hit someone over here, well, you would hit the right mouse button. In my case, I would hit one button to go over here, and another button to go over here, or another control scheme that I'm experimenting with is I would just hit the joystick to the left to hit the guy over here, or hit the joystick to the right to hit the guy over here.
Press the left mouse button now to attack this enemy. Your mouse cursor can be anywhere on the screen.
This guy is very annoying at first, but he gives you helpful information, and he goes away when he should.
Wait for enemies to approach you. Fight
Bah! 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 You gotta wait till they're in the zone, but then you can just kick their asses. If you don't wait till they're in the zone, you're gonna miss, which leaves you open to attack. At first glance, it seems way too easy. It's just like, that's it? You just wait for guys to walk up to you and hit a button? You can't move? But it quickly progresses in challenge, as you'll see here. Now you have a life bar, which means you can die, which means it's more important not to miss.
Remember, your cursor can be anywhere on the screen.
And it's still pretty easy. Not much challenge, but it thankfully eases you into the game. It doesn't hold your hand for too long, but it lets you get used to the mechanics and sort of the rhythm of the game. It's very much about keeping a flow, as you'll see once it gets a little bit more challenging. Sorry! These guys are all simple because you just take one hit to kill them all. So just one direction, and the other direction. I'm perfect, I'm great, see? If you don't get perfect on that level, then you really should maybe do the practice round a little bit more, because it's very easy so far. Like I said before, you come out to this kind of Super Mario Bros. 3 type game board, and you go to the next level, and you play. At the top, it's telling you, yep, 50 men left to kill. How many guys you got? It's really easy, so... Oh, shit. I almost just fucked up as I was saying how easy it is. It's a little deceptive, though, because you get used to the difficulty before it ratchets up really quick.
All throwing weapons kill in one hit.
Alright. So now I don't have to wait for him to get so close to me, which is kind of nice. But, again, these messages get a little bit annoying if you're not playing with a mouse, because you have to keep reaching over for your mouse. Oh, yeah. It's so satisfying, no matter how you're killing people. The only way you get weapons is just kill a guy who has weapons. There's nothing more to it, because you can't move your character. You notice I got a medal here, because I didn't mess up at all. And if you mess up 3 times, you get a gold medal. Between 1 and 3 times, you get a gold medal. If you mess up between 4 and 6 times, you get a silver medal. And if you mess up between 7 and 9 times, you get a bronze medal. I'm sure those just add to your score. This is where it starts to get fun. The first level is just kind of getting used to it, as I was saying before. Alright. See, I'm getting too focused on making the video. But I already missed twice, and I shouldn't have. This is a different gameplay mechanic. Basically, you have to keep a little bit of a rhythm here. These bars up here are showing you which side the guy's going to be on, and that might seem kind of cheap, like you know where he's going to be, but it gets very difficult once you have to encounter these guys right here. The guys with crowns on their heads. That guy didn't go to different sides, but you'll notice later they go to different sides. It's not just one side. See? So I knew he was going to the right because I was just watching that meter up there. I'm missing a little bit, but that's because I'm holding the mouse in one hand and holding the controller in the other. Oh, it is so gratifying to just smash those stick figures and get that cartoon blood. So, it's still very easy. I missed that time because I'm focused a little bit more on keeping the commentary going, and I was moving my mouse around to show you some stuff, so this time I'm going to take my hand off the mouse and see how well I do. I've played a little bit past the first boss, which is right here, but just for the purposes of this video, I'll just play to the first boss. Alright, now it gets a little quicker. There's a little bit more diverse enemies. These green guys take 2 hits instead of 1, which it doesn't seem like it would change the gameplay a lot, but you gotta think a little bit more. Like, oh, how much am I gonna have to do? That was 4 hits instead of... ah, shit. So I was too busy talking, as the old man pointed out. If you don't do these button presses in time before they get below this line, then you get hit by the guys with crowns. I'm playing like shit. The one disadvantage I would say of trying to use the dual action joystick is it's very easy to get trigger happy and press the buttons too much. And if you press the buttons too much, it really screws you over. Like, I'm almost dead. These blue guys suck. I shouldn't have died. I didn't die at all last time I played, so I shouldn't have died. But Just the speed at which they come increases, and then the diversity of enemies increases, which makes you really have to think a little bit more than you do in those first couple levels. Like these green guys, I gotta always remember to hit them twice. And you'll see some blue guys in a little bit, and those guys you have to hit twice, but you have to hit them once on one side, oh, shit, and then once on the other side. I am playing like garbage. I will definitely recommend against the joystick. It seemed like a good idea, but it's way too easy to get trigger happy. Again, I'm not 100% focused, but that's not really an excuse. When I get to those guys with the meter at the top, you gotta go kind of slow because you gotta pay attention to the meter, but if you go too slow, obviously you get hit. Not as bad as dying, I guess, getting a silver medal. Alright, so, I'm not sure why this one has the red stick. Oh, it's a light speed round. Or light sword round. It's like a lightsaber. It's a good touch. And you can see it's going a lot faster than the previous level, probably because I have this weapon that extends my reach a little bit.
Destroy your enemies by pressing the left or right mouse buttons.
As you can notice, if there's no one around, it's okay to miss, but if you miss when people are next to you, you're going to get fucked up quickly. I don't know why I keep going back to the joystick, it fucking sucks.
Take your time. Fight him slowly. Look at the left and right mouse last hit. Remember,
those guys are the toughest. I'm still not quite used to fighting them when that meter comes up in the middle. What? Did I die? Oh gosh, this is immensely satisfying. Once you get a good combo build up, it extends your range so you can get really far to get the guys. You don't have to stand them. Oh, come on. Oh, cut the shit. The game becomes very much about rhythm and just keeping pace with it. Fuck, where everybody is. Oh, I just hit the wrong button. It really fucked me. I barely beat that level. It shouldn't have been that difficult. I mean, I did okay with the missing, but I still almost died, so... Alright, 2 more levels and then the boss here. Now they start to dodge you, which makes it a little bit difficult. That's where the blue guys come in, who jump from side to side. You'll see that in just a minute. So you gotta always alternate buttons when the blue guys come, and it takes a bit of an adjustment at first. Ah, shit. I'm not paying enough attention. I keep hitting the buttons way too early. The blue guys really trip you up because of how different they are than everyone else. Wah! Kaya! Sai! Alright. So the nice thing is the levels go by very quickly. It adds to the excitement of the game. The music's also very good at increasing the tension. Alright, here we go. I've gone back to using the buttons, and I think it's much better than wiggling the joystick from side to side. Especially when it comes to those blue guys. I still fuck up, obviously. One thing that's tough is when you have the projectile weapons, you keep hitting the button because you can shoot them far, but you forget you have lost them, and then you miss, as you just saw me do. Those are the toughest things to get used to, fighting those guys. Yeah, I got a spear now. Ah, you fuck. Oh, son of a Seabiscuit. Oh, come on, you sarsaparilla maker.
Victory! Bronze medal awarded!
Alright, all we got left here is the boss.
Boss round. This boss switches between green and blue.
This guy's tough because he keeps changing his properties. Now he's blue, in a second he's going to be green. And the only real difference between those is if he's green, he stays on one side, and if he's blue, he switches sides every other hit. Doesn't seem that complicated, but gosh, it gets confusing.
Remember,
See?
this thing leaves you open to enemy attacks. Do not button mash.
I wasn't button mashing, I was trying to survive, old man. Sensei.
Boss round.
Alright, I just gotta focus. No talking. I did a lot better that time because I was focusing. Another thing too about that is I was attacking really fast before because I didn't want to die, but that gave me plenty of time to attack as he switched sides and stuff. So my tip for that first boss, if you do play the game, is just take it slow. He doesn't really rush his attack, so there's no need for you to rush yours. Really pay attention to what color it is so you know which side it's going to go to. That's pretty much the gist of the game.